Okay, just testing this out, making sure I got the full screen. So, yeah, apologies for my first video. Um, oh man, 2 hours of quarter screen. Oh man, that sucks. But um, I think I at least got this side in there. But basically, this is my full setup, so I can run on both sides. I just had this at my OBS. Thank you. Okay, and then I'll say continue. So why don't you continue? And I think it has to do step 2. So it should know what's going on. Delete. So I restarted. I don't know. I'll leave it up to Claude to figure out what continue means exactly. And here's my agent doc from the previous thing. So yeah. So this is kind of like a I want to say truncated, not truncated. I forgot what that term. Not compressed. Here, I'll just type it in. Agent doc compacted. Yes, compacted file, and it makes it into a lovely little dashboardy thingy. Oops. Ooh, we got some lessons learned. Yes, we got a lessons component here. Yeah, so this is from our previous session. Looks like I should probably compact it. I wonder if we got this in here. Did this get documented? No. So please extract diagrams, life cycle diagrams into the documentation. Explaining what concepts are we doing. Looks like the reactive stream flush. And I think we got another diagram. Oh, there's a table. Oh my god. He's calling me again. I gotta like turn that call thing off. I'm obviously not set up for YouTubing yet, so bear with me. I'll get there. I'm improving. I gotta improve my craft here, but all right. So, anyways, explaining reactive stream flash. Explain the in the docs as well. Okay, and then compact this file. All right. So we're going to complete. Looks like OBS restarted auto corrected. So I hope that you're going to see the full screen. We'll see in a second. I guess I'll just upload this video too, just to prove that, hey, I'm not like crazy quarter screen dude. I got a full screen here. Please bear with me as I learn my lessons with YouTubing. This is my second video now, so hopefully I'm gonna be really good at this soon. I'll even show a picture of me doing my thing. Yep. All right, so looks like it's just compacting. I think it usually takes like a couple minutes usually to compact the file, but usually what I do is I'll just like kind of like go on my other thing over here. So yeah, here's my YouTube. I used Corky to well, this is the transcript, but I actually used closed captioning to I had it generate some closed captions for me instead. I'll do it for this video as well, but it'll give me the timestamp, closed caption. It's a 2-hour video, so it's kind of long, but yeah, if you can bear with the quarter screen, awesome. If not, I understand. Even if my commentary is cool, maybe I'll Yeah, maybe I'll put this in my blog post or something, all this stuff, because it's interesting. I thought it was kind of interesting content, but yeah. I better put in the comments an apology for being dumb and not checking my video settings before or doing a test video. I should have just done a test video. That would have made a lot of sense. But hey, got 2 hours of quarter video. But at least you see this side, which is the important side. You don't see what's going on underneath here, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Whoops. All right. So, other than that, I think I'm okay. And are we compacted yet? Nope. Still dealing with this. Oh yeah, I also got this wrap stack thing I made. So this is where I went a little crazy with my JavaScript. Um, I made some pretty cool libraries. So there's rmemo, which I think I should show off. Oh, that's a submodule. Well, I guess I'll show it later when here. Maybe I should. Where's I gotta init my submodule. So this is in context core dev. Okay. So if I go here, oh, blah. All right. We're gonna get soon. I made like a whole bunch of these npm packages, super detailed. But what I also did was I had like this context core library, which basically just has everything in it. All my code that doesn't depend on, like a zero dependency library, but it's just a really big zero dependency library. So it has like a whole bunch of like these packages which are very like constrained, but they just use a part of context core. And I did it this way because like I used to separate everything out into separate packages, but then I was like, oh well, why not just put it all into one package? And all my zero dependency stuff should just be in one package. And I just kind of kept all these extra packages that do this very specific thing in there. So it was, yeah, it was like from a few years ago, but yeah. Oh, there it is. rmemo. Yay, we got rmemo. Okay, so rmemo. Or not. Okay, we got some stuff there. Yeah, there it is. So it's there, but idea is slow. So I'm not a NVim dude. It was shown up already. I know. I gotta suffer through this. But oh yeah, here it is. So here's my super library context core. Oh no, do I have it? I should have it. But for some reason we're not linking to it, so I have to go there manually. Okay, so rmemo. There it is. So rmemo is basically a reactive library. We have memoized functions, and this memoized, it's very small. So you can see I really eked out as much as I could from to minimize this thing, but it's basically like a signal library for, and let's see how big it is. I think I have it to like, yeah, 358 bytes if I just use the memo function. And I also have this library called relevant.js, which is like a fully reactive isomorphic, like works both on the browser and the server. So relevant, let me see how big it is here, is like basically under a kilobyte for a fully reactive library. And yeah, I mean, if I have like a bunch of like extra stuff, yeah, it gets bigger than a kilobyte, but pretty much for the isomorphic browser plus rmemo, it's around a kilobyte. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not like JSX or anything. I guess I could do JSX, but let me see if I can have an example in here. Oh yeah, and I also have this library called hyop, which is a good way of doing like operations between client and server. So it's like for hydration, so I call it hyop. But yeah, I guess I should do my website. So so do brianskey.me. Let's see. I'm using Elysia. So do I have components in here? Sorry, bear with me for a second because it's been a really long time since I've like worked with this, and now of course I use Claude Code now, so I'm like even more out of touch with how this thing works. But yeah, so here's the hyops, which is my hydration. No, yeah, so I have everything broken out into submodules, which are also different Git repos as well. So I got really experimental with this architecture. So, you know, it's like not like necessarily the best or anything, but yeah. So I have the components, markdown looks like, oh, it looks like I just did markdown, but oh yeah, so I did markdown raw, so this is kind of like a component I have over here, and it just like takes the raw markdown and processes it. But yeah, so it's kind of like I have my semi markdown file with Java. It's really TypeScript, but it's like markdown embedded in it. And here's my front matter. um, I guess I don't know why I did this way. I guess I just did this way because I wanted like strong typing. But yeah, that's kind of what I decided to do. But not really a good example of relevant. Maybe if I say div underscore. Yeah, here we go. Here's some relevant. Is this here? Maybe here. Let's use one with. Yeah, there we go. Here's my footer. Here's my footer right here. And here's a div. So this is kind of like what it looks like. It's just it's basically like van.js, except I do these trailing underscores to mean like it's like a factory function. That was just a convention I adopted, but you know, and the reason why I did that was so I could like have like a div variable if I wanted to save it to a variable, and I would just have these underscores as the factory function. So that was the convention I adopted for a while. But yeah, not, you know, it's like, yeah, it's not bad, not super, you know, I mean, oh yeah, here's my hyops. So my my operation to hydrate, and yeah, so yeah, you know, it's like I can understand if like you don't really like it, because it's like this is the very composable like way of naming things, but that works like with a lot of like yeah, composition, and I can just search for it across the code base really easily. But hopefully with my other library of path tag path, sorry, I can get around having to do crap like this. I can just like it's like a semantic search for, you know, using the different parts of the name, and it'll work like across different like like either camel case or snake case. But anyways, yeah. So back to the code, agent doc. Yeah. So it's compacted, I guess. Still 1,000 lines, but that's just because I have like, well, yeah, it's weird. It's weird that it didn't really compact very good. So let's, but yeah, normally it would have compacted a lot more than this. Like all this stuff it shouldn't need. But let me try it one more time. Maybe if I just run the command itself, it'll be better. But yeah, this is my world. Oh, this was my world for a while. It was really cool experience just to like work on making this like rmemo really tiny and relevant really tiny, and I forked this off of van.js and as well. So I thought that was a cool experience, like working with van.js and forking it. Definitely learned a lot from that code base. But yeah, I ended up making it smaller than van.js, which was pretty fun. But nobody really uses this library except for me. You're free to use it, but you know, I was like squeezing every little ounce out of this. So yeah, so it looks like we're done. How much do we compact? Not very much more. So I might have to just break this file apart or just like tell it to be more aggressive. Be more aggressive about compacting this file. There. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, I think I'm probably gonna head out. Maybe we'll see if the more aggressive compaction works. Like again, like this is not representative of how compaction normally works because this file is just particularly large, and I've been working on it for a while, and maybe it's just like this is all it is willing to do. But normally it compacts it to like 30 lines, but like this OBS over here, I should be able to compact this. It should probably give me something a little bit more sane. So I do 80 lines here. I wish I could just like fast forward this, and maybe if I get into editing and all that, I'll fast forward this better. But oh my god, really? Did it make it bigger? Oh wow, it did a response here. So let's try agent. Yeah, it looks like I got more technical difficulties with this library. I wonder why it's not. It seemed like it had extra stuff in there. Okay, so here on this side, we compacted from about 1,100 lines to, or 1,750 lines to 350. Oh, interesting. So I guess this part was 350? No, like what is 350? Oh. It wasn't done yet? Okay, so now it's compacted. Yeah, it was like over 1,000 something lines. Now it's like 144. So we successfully compacted. Looks like we had some issue with having JetBrains, the idea refresh. So I had to explicitly like refresh it. What did I run? I have to like type in my commands. Yeah, so what did I run? Reload all from disk. That's what I ran. Or refresh. So yep, compaction works. Just a little clunky. It was a large file. Excuse me, it was a large file, and I think that maybe there was like an issue with it might have actually been the chained rechecking too. I wonder if that made it cause a problem. I'll track this and see if that's what the behavior is. But yeah, this is the life of kind of working on this product, is that it is a little evolved now with some interesting features. So the bugs are also interesting too. There's some, timing related things and all that. And since I'm not like coding this by hand, it's like I can't really like I don't like have that like feedback with the timing of things. So maybe real-time systems, you really got to model it looks like in the documents. Otherwise you're gonna have a hard time like making sure everything like syncs up, or you really gotta like nail it down with Claude code, because otherwise it's gonna be like you might have some sequences that are like not happening exactly how they should happen, and you just don't get to see what's going on until like you're like actually dealing with the consequences of some problems here. Yeah, so I guess, hey, maybe I should just figure this out. So like why so when I compacted this file, it showed an intermediate view of more lines. Oh wait, that was the last one. That was this other one over here. That was the OBS. I wonder if this has the same problem. No. Okay. Intermediate view, intermediate, like, I wouldn't say view, but state in idea, where some of the lines were removed, but it was still over 1,000 lines, and then I ran refresh on the file and now see the state of less than 150 lines. Yeah, so this is how I vibe. This is my vibe right here. This is, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit less important here with, I'm just doing one prompt, but as you, I guess, hopefully saw in the quarter screen video, my last video, I was doing some pretty interesting behavioral things going on, with like taking passes across multiple like issues and topics in the same pass. So, all right, so compaction having 2 steps, but so expected behavior. Compaction has 2 steps. Agent doc write stream patched architecture releases history, but exchange append mode kept old content around 900 lines. Okay. Direct Python replace cleared exchange. Wait, Python replace. Why are we doing Python replace? IntelliJ Okay, 145 lines. IntelliJ's VFS polling on 300 milliseconds caught the intermediate state. In between the two writes, refresh resolved it. The atomic rename in agent doc write helps, but doesn't eliminate the race between IDE VFS polling. So basically, we just gotta have our own editor or something, or use a better editor for this sort of behavior. But yeah, it doesn't really happen very often. Like I never really seen it happen like that. So I hit a race condition. But I am interested. This should be in Rust. So why did you say Python here? I thought agent doc was implemented in Rust. I guess I should also ask if we can prevent this. Can we prevent the race condition? Yeah, and the other cool thing also is you do have like some sort of spatial affinity. So I don't have to be like super specific always. You know, I can like the race condition, it kind of implicitly scopes it to this race condition we just talked about. So that's kind of a cool side effect of in-place editing too. Okay. So preventing the IntelliJ race condition. Two approaches. One, make agent doc compact handle stream template mode documents natively. Single atomic write replaces exchange content plus updates other components in one operation. It probably should just do that, yeah? No intermediate state for IntelliJ to observe. Batch all writes into one instead of two separate writes. Patch plus clear. Build the entire document in memory and do one atomic rename. Fix one is the right path. Adds it to the pending list. Okay, so what? So one, make agent doc compact handle the stream and template mode documents natively. Okay. Single atomic write replaces exchange content. Okay. Plus updates other components in one operation. Yes, definitely. Yes. So, and then two, batch all writes into one instead of two separate writes. Patch plus clear. Okay, so yes, let's do 1 and 2. Let's do 1 and 2. Why Python? Because exchange content is in append mode. Agent doc write stream. Patch blocks cannot replace append mode content. They just prepend. I used a Python script as a one-off to do the direct string replacement. Oh, sneaky Claude here. The agent doc binary is Rust. This is exactly why agent doc compact needs native. Like, yeah. So okay, this is why people hate vibe coding, and they're like, "Oh, it's so terrible because Claude Code does weird stuff like this." And yeah, you really gotta like be on it. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, it's gonna do some sneaky things. So, yes, make sure that all of the behavior is in Rust. Please add to Claude the ND for agent doc to write software in Rust. I guess it was using a skill, you know, ideally. So we should have all, I guess, to write the deterministic software in Rust. We should have we should have all agent doc behavior in the agent doc binary, not in the skill. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess things up. Maybe Claude will tell me if I'm being an idiot here. Because like maybe I should say we should strongly prefer rather than all. Because if maybe there's a legitimate reason to have some of the deterministic behavior be in the skill, not in the binary. But I can't think of anything right now. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get addicted to making YouTube videos because it's actually kind of cool, and you know, I'll make it more entertaining and better and more relevant. I'm sorry if like I'm going through my old my weird JavaScript libraries. Sorry about that. I mean, it's been good. I like it, but you know, they're very small. You know, they're very super tiny. Maybe I should just make it like more conventional camel case and not like worry about my name experiment, because I don't really do full on searches anymore, especially once I do tag path. Here, I guess I should show off tag path. So what is tag path? What is tag path? Crates. So tag path, we can basically do a search. And here's the tags, person name, and it doesn't really matter what convention you use. You should be able to search for person name and it'll find it. And it integrates with TreeSitter. So I haven't like done all the integration yet. This is still a work in progress, but we basically have all the major languages here, all the cases that I could find, even weird ones like Zig, and also because Zig has some interesting case scenes going on with like the function names being not Pascal, but being camel case, but the variables are snake cased, and also Odin has some interesting cases too. Yeah, 80 case and some different we also did allocation patterns like make, you know, something, or init something versus init something versus I think it was like create. I think Odin has, but yeah. So I'm hoping to like. I'm sure I didn't get the full gamut of all of what these different languages do, but I want to get it all represented in the TOML file. So I think tag path here has spec. What should we do here? And then we have all of our TOML files. Maybe I should go there. So we have presets, our language. Okay, so here's our TOML file for Zig, for example. And we got camel case. I guess camel case is the main convention, but this really only should be for function names. But okay, I see. So it's like your base, but then we also have the ability to do our other more specific conventions. And we have patterns here. We have factory, dnet, you know, getter, setter, predicate, iterator, formatter, and then let's look at Odin, because Odin's also kind of interesting too. So we have make. So I definitely used Odin here for things. Got that, and I guess this is still going. So this is going to be hooked in with TreeSitter. So the idea is that it'll make like searches across different like languages more effective, and I also want it to have it work with Sift, which would then help with integrating with like the LLMs better. And like the code will have semantic meaning from the variable names and function names, there'll be like the ability to more easily create, like deterministically create the semantic bridge between a function name and documentation, because we'll have like the actual I guess we'll go back to this. We'll have the actual like tag path or tag graph or whatever in the different dimensions. And I'm not really sure about this, like the dimension 0, 1, 2, you know, stuff like that. But we have the tags here. Maybe we can infer what the dimension is by like the position. But, and I think, I don't know if we can do parallel like fan outs with the name. I think it might be possible. I think it is possible to do a fan out with a name with you know how we do things. Like I have actually had to do fan outs, and that's kind of why I have like this weird like double underscore sometimes, because sometimes I do like fan outs too. But it was like for some really complicated like deep reactive systems, which I have done in the past for financial programming. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, we got this. We're done. We're native. Native compact. Yay. Does it work? Our test pass. I guess we'll release. And I'm just like, I need to really start testing more. Here, let's cancel this. I don't want to like make people suffer through broken versions. So build so we can test. Yeah, I want to be a good guy. I don't want to be an a-hole. For the most part, like releases just work, but you know, I should test it out. At least dog food this. Uh-oh, like it compacted. Not sure why it compacted, but we'll bring this back. That's the cool thing about this is that, yep, I have git commits. I have like this really like, I use a lot of git sub modules. So I have this like repo is just like pretty much dedicated for, whoops. It's pretty much just dedicated for like this activity of like all my rights to agent doc, you know, using agent doc, and then all like my source files for other projects are all live in their respective submodules. So yeah, I feel like that is kind of a good way of breaking it apart. And also the reason why I do it this way too is I have like some sensitive files in this repo, so I kind of like just want to keep it all in here. So yeah, I mean not like too sensitive, and like I don't have the keys to my kingdom committed or anything, but you know, I just basically files I don't want to be public. Yeah. So I guess you know, I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna say release. I trust that it works. It's just an open source project that I doubt anybody's really using other than me. So somebody can complain to me, if you can flame me for following bad practice. I get it, but you know, I'm also tired, so I'm not going to listen to your complaints till I wake up, and maybe then I'll regret it. But for now, no regrets, no regrets. Right? What was that movie? I forgot, but it was like the guy got no regrets tattooed, the boyfriend. But yeah, I don't know what movie that was, but it's kind of silly. All right, we're releasing releasing 0.16.1. Agent Doc 0.16.1, baby. Getting it out there. In full screen mode, I hope. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to film me with egg on my face. And yeah, we got cool stuff here coming in the pipeline. Got existence lane coming up, so we can have our executable philosophy that, you know, that works with projects, and it's prose, but prose that can be executed using LLMs. Oh no, I got my 6 bashes still. I probably gotta like quit this session to clean this stuff up. Oh hey, look at that. I guess I can stop it. Stop it all. Stop it. Alright. Yeah, that was from the previous video. I fixed that bug. Alright, release is done. Ciao, everybody. We got it out. Let's party. We got 0.16.1 out. Party. Peace.